We are live. All right, Believe Nation, let's go. Doing some Minecraft, answering some questions, drinking some water. It's been a busy day. Had movie makers this morning. Moved the stream time a little bit because we've got a bunch of us doing the 75 hard program, and you have to work out twice a day for 45 minutes, and it can't be within 3 hours of each other. So it means I got to work out at night. And then I can stream. So it's been a bit of a later start, but here we go. See what we can get done. Let's see what we can get done. Okay. Ooh, didn't see all this. Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, hey, it's working. Nice. So stuff is spawning here. All right, I like it. That's exciting. Oh no, I need to check out on this side. This side. Let's see. That's cool. That's working. We're building a mob farm, but we're using iron blocks, which are expensive. So it's taking us longer than usual to build it. Oops. More do I need? I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need 10 more blocks and I can do it. 10 more blocks, guys. 10 more blocks. Ooh, that's 5. Okay, it's not bad. What is this song? I like it. Shawn Mendes, Teach Me How to Love. Let's go look that one up after. Shawn Mendes, Teach Me How to Love. I'm gonna have to look that one up after. Okay. Oh, look how close this is. It's so close. Okay, so I need to go just mine a little bit of iron. Come on, give me some iron. We can also dig out the other side of this. The other side of this is a mess. on the other side of this. Okay. Okay. Oh, I dug into the, oops, that was a mistake. Okay, so, okay, we need more iron blocks out here too then. Okay, got it. Hey, there's some iron. Good. Whoa. Okay, what's in there? Do we want to go check it out? Let's go check it out. Whoa, there's a lot down here. Okay, we're gonna ignore this for now. That's the outside, okay. Okay. Check something. we go. Hey, Sacredness of Life, welcome back. Hi, Evan. How's it going, man? I made a decision. Ooh, I like it. I like decisions. Decisions is cutting things out. Decisions is cutting things out that allows you to make progress moving forward. So I'm excited to hear this decision. What did Henry do? I made a decision to get out of my head. Nice. And made a video that I'll be uploading it soon. Thanks for helping me out. You don't know how much this means to me. Hey, you know, that's awesome, man. I've had a bunch of people over the years who've given me that extra little boost. And sometimes it's things you already know. You know, I don't know that what I told you was all that revolutionary, but sometimes it's nice just to hear it, just to have some affirmations, just to have somebody else be cheering you on and in your corner can make a huge, huge, huge difference. So awesome, man. And thank you for coming and sharing that, because the best thing you can ever do, if somebody's giving you guidance or mentorship or any kind of wisdom, the best thing you can do is tell them how much it meant to you and then go do something about it, right? So I love it. I love that you're doing it. What's the video on? A lot of lava here. Holy cow. You did 3 videos while I was away, and now he's got another video coming up and dropping today. I love it, dude. It's great. Keep that momentum going. My one of the big turning points for me on my channel was when my agent pushed me to make more videos, and he had me do my foundation story and was giving me advice on how to make it better. And I was doing 3 versions of it a day. 3 versions of that video a day, and he'd give me feedback. I'd do it again, and do it again, and do it again, do it again, until I finally got better. So it's nice to have some accountability, as just again, feel like somebody's in your corner cheering you on. You're not doing this by yourself. So it's great. It's great. It's great that you're doing it. But remember, you're doing it. You know, no matter how much motivation or a little boost that I'm giving you, it's still, give yourself credit too, because you're the one actually doing it. Ashish in the house. Hi Evan, how are you? Welcome, Ashish. Things are good, man. Things are good. What are you up to? What's your business? Can I help in any way? You need any feedback on something, perspective? Let me know. It's on how to be comfortable in your car if you have to sleep in it. You know, that's it's actually a super important topic. So listen, this is actually, let me share a story with you today, Henry. I did my Movement Makers program today, and that's for, you know, thought leaders, people who they've got a message, you want to get it out to the world. And one of the guys in my program, his name is Frank. And Frank, I met a year and a half ago, and he was homeless. He came to my tour, and he, you know, it was a $50 ticket, so not super expensive, but you know, when you're homeless, $50 it's a huge deal. And I didn't know he was homeless at the time. He you know, he just came. He doesn't look homeless, right? I think people have this misperception of what a homeless person looks like. Like, so many people are homeless, you wouldn't even know. So he came out, and he won my team loved him, and he won the next day to have some one-on-one time with me. And he didn't have a place to stay, so he slept in his car, and he arrived early to, you know, get to my place. Fast forward, and he's in the group, so he's on his feet. He's got his own house, you know, and it doesn't have to be the fanciest of homes, but just having somewhere to sleep, you know, just having that little bit of security really goes a long way when you're not used to it. So he shows up today, and we're talking about plans and what does he want to do. And his, I have people go through a one-word exercise, like what's your who? What's your single most important core value? And his is worthiness. So trying to prove to himself that he's worthy and trying to help other people feel like they're worthy as well, worthy of bigger things. And so he comes on, and you know, we're sharing some kind of goals and what we're working on. And he said, my goal is to do a tour with Evan. You know, the Believe tour, which is my Who, My One Word, and the Worthy Tour, the Believe in Worthy Tour together. It's one of his goals. And I love that. It's like a lot of people don't even dream that big when they have everything in front of them, when they have everything, on their side, when they have the house and education and, things paid for them. They still struggle with coming up with big dreams and big goals. And here's Frank, who was homeless and drug addict and all of these problems, sleeping in his car, world against him. You would have looked at him as an outsider and said, this guy's never going to make it. And here he is now having big dreams, bigger dreams and more ambitious goals than some of the other people in the group who've, had a house and comfort and safety their whole life. So the whole point of that, Henry, is just to show you that, hey, man, it's possible, Like, here's a guy who went from nothing. The world would have ruled him out. And I think, I can't really make a great video about how to sleep in your car. I've had to do it a couple times, but not out of... I slept in my car on my birthday. Was it last year? A year and a half, or 2 years ago? Mostly because we had to get from New York to Toronto, and the flights were canceled. And I had to get there for my meeting with Dave Meltzer the next day. So we drove on my birthday and slept. I couldn't drive all the way without, it's about a 9-hour drive. I couldn't go all the way without passing out. So about 3 o'clock in the morning, we just pulled over into a bus stop and passed out for a couple hours before the authorities or whoever came and knocked on the window and said we had to leave. But in general, I'm not sleeping in my car. But I think why that's helpful is if you can give people hope, man. If people can watch your video and give people hope and show them how you're doing it, and that you haven't made it yet, but you're on your way and you're not losing hope and you're not giving up on yourself and you're going to make this happen. Oh shoot! No! Hold on a second. Anyway, I think that becomes super inspiring. So it's a needed video because there's people out there right now who are going to be like, how do I sleep in my car? And that's not what most people are talking about. But then, hey, they stumble across your video and there's an answer. So I think it's super important what you're doing, man. There was one guy named Jason who I worked with for a number of years. And when I met him, he was homeless too. And he came to one of my events. Now, so what happened is it was in a... anyway, hold on. Let me... Oh, server closed. Oh, was it this time? Let me hit the comments, and if we have time, I'll come back to that story because I think it's also helpful. Damn, am I too late? Not too late, man. Oleg, Morbius. We're starting a little later because I'm doing the 75 hard, which requires 2 workouts. So I have to spend the evening now doing a workout before coming on stream. So it cuts the stream down by an hour. Welcome, Ashish and Oleg. We all recently joined. You're good. I'm gaining some knowledge about Forex through a cool website that offers free education and introduces you to Forex trading. All right, cool. So true, Evan. Worthiness is a great one too. Great topic. Well, here's the thing. It's not just a topic. It's his most important. It's his one word, right? If you think about what's your most important core value, I call it your who. I call it your one word. What is your single most important core value? And when you figure out what that is, it's also what you want to give other people. You want other people to feel. So Frank struggled a lot with worthiness. So now that's what he's still working on for himself, as well as what he wants to give other people. He wants other people to feel like they're worthy too. So that's what he's working through. Anyway, so let me tell you about Jason. So Jason, I met through. I used to have online forums, and people would contribute and share, and kind of the precursor to this, and they come and they share their problems and ask questions and support each other, and it's a really cool community. So there's one guy who was super active named Jason, and I found that he was in Toronto, and one of the places that I love to go, there's this coffee shop called Little Nicky's that I used to love to go to, and I found out that a bus ran through their front door, and smashed the whole place up. You think it's hard enough to run a local business, and coffee shops are just so hard to run and stay profitable. Now imagine a bus runs through your shop and destroys everything. So I said, you know what? When they open up, I want to do something for them. And so they spent months repairing, and finally they opened up. And I wrote to everybody who was on my list from Toronto and said, hey, here's the story of this company called Little Nicky's. They're run by some great people. I want to go support them. How about anybody who's in Toronto or wants to come to Toronto on this day at this time on their opening day, let's all show up there and sell them out of everything they've got. You know, let's just sell them out of all their inventory. You know, let's give them a lot of love and support, and I'll be there and I'll answer questions and I'll stick around for a couple hours and let's have a good time, support a local entrepreneur, and also meet some other awesome people. And so Jason showed up. He came out to that, and I didn't know it at the time, but he was homeless. Again, like most people who are homeless, you wouldn't know they're homeless. So he showed up and he spent his last $20 that he had on him at the shop. And again, I didn't know. It's just another guy spending $20 on coffee and muffins and treats and all that. And I loved Jason. I love his energy. I love his vibe. I love how caring he was. I love how he's trying to contribute to the other people who were there. Like, he's just a really good dude. So I said, hey man, you've been so helpful in our forums. You're here, you know, supporting this event that I'm doing and this local company that got a truck or a bus run through the front. Let's grab some coffee and like I want to get to know you better and what you're up to. So a couple of days later, we went for a quick drink. I think we had like an avocado shake or something. It was his recommendation, and he told me he was homeless. And so, you know, I felt bad. I wanted to try to help him, and so I said, you know what, my office is down the street. You're not, you know, you can't stay there. You're not allowed to stay there, but you could stay there. You know, as long as you make your presence really light. You know, I don't know how you're gonna. You know, we didn't have showers or anything, but I don't know how to figure that stuff out. But place is yours, man. Come by every night. I brought some sleeping bags. I brought some pillows for him. I brought some blankets for him. And you know, he worked with me doing stuff during the day and working on his own business. And at night, he stayed there and slept on the floor of my office overnight. You know, and at least he had a warm place to stay. Canadian winters are not very friendly, so he had a warm place to stay. You know, he had running water, he had a bathroom, he had a fridge, he had blankets, he had, you know, and stayed there for a couple of months just to get him back on his feet until then he moved out, got his own place, etc. So sometimes people, all they need is just a little bit of support. So I think that video you're making is great, and I think showing your journey is great. It's something that most people don't talk about. We like to pretend that we have it all figured out, and so I think people can learn a lot from what you're doing, man. I'm cheering you on. All right, what did I miss? Fire Dog Flames in the house. Hi, Evan. Welcome back, Fire Dogs Flames. Great to have you. Ashish says, do you think a paid membership to entrepreneurship forum clubs are worth it? There are a bunch of them in Kathmandu, and they're a bit expensive, but the network is pretty good. If you're thinking about it, I would find a way to try it, because you never know until you try it. You never know until you do it. You know, it's going to be hit and miss. If you're feeling called towards it, that you don't want to do this alone, that you want to network, then yeah, you should definitely try it. You should find a way to figure out how to try it. I've got Mover Makers. Again, I had it this morning, and man, what a difference it makes in people's lives. My own as well. Just seeing all these amazing people doing amazing things and supporting each other can really, really make a big difference for you to get to where you want to go. But there's tons of crappy groups out there too, and you don't really know until you try it. So I'd find, what's the lightest way in that you could do it? Do you know anybody there who you can ask for their opinion on it? Can you go and try a sample meeting? Do they ever have kind of a meet and greet for you to get to know them and what they're all about? Like, how can you try? How can you just get your feet wet and just try a session, whatever the lightest way possible is, and then see, was it worth it? You know, did it make you come alive? Do you get, the most important thing is the energy, not just the network, because you can have people that have great networks, but it doesn't mean that you want to associate with them, you know? So Do you want to go back? Was it amazing? Do you feel more motivated, inspired? Did you get ideas? And because you're thinking about it so much, then yeah, you know, like you don't want to be in the same spot in a year where you're like, I don't know, should I do it? Should I not do it? Should I do it? Should I not do it? For the most part, when you get these ideas, what I try to do is just find a way to get started. What's the smallest possible way, and just get started so that you know. So that it's either the greatest thing of all time or it was a bad decision and you move on. But the bad decision there is better than no decision. Like the worst decision is to do nothing. Is to sit there and just keep wishing and hoping and dreaming, like wondering what if, right? That's the worst. So instead of being there, you're off trying. You're saying yes. And if you keep saying yes, you'll come into a couple things that don't work, but then you'll hit the ones that do. And you'll be so grateful that you said yes and you bet on yourself. Fire Dog Flames. Evan, why is entrepreneurship a good career option and some qualities that predict success in business? It's not a good career option for everybody. I think you have to want to make an impact. You have to be willing to learn things on your own and not be told what to do. Like people want the freedom to want to be able to set their own path, and they don't want to have a boss and all that stuff. But you have to want to run towards something. I found, like if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, you can't just be running away from something. Most people who start a business are running away. They're running away from a job they don't like. They're running away from, they don't like the experience they're getting. And so you're just running away from something, not running towards. Like if you have to go on vacation because you're running away from a life that you don't like, the answer is not vacation. The answer is to fix your life. So how much of it is you running away from something that you don't like versus you actually leaning in on something that you potentially could love, right? That's a big, big difference. The entrepreneurs who are successful are the ones who actually love it. They love it. You love serving, you love helping, you want to change the way something is done, you want to have an impact, you love it. Those are the people who win. And if that's you, awesome. Like, let's go, get ready. And if it's not, then it's totally okay too. Not everybody has to be an entrepreneur. The other thing to think about is there a way to try it? You know, I didn't know if entrepreneurship was for me. You know, I was okay in school. I thought I wanted to be a banker. You know, so it wasn't like I had to go be an entrepreneur. I had a backup plan. You know, I had career opportunities, but I wanted to know, right? I wanted to know. I didn't want to live with regret. I felt like if I didn't try this and I didn't try this now, I might live the rest of my life with regret. And I didn't want to have that feeling. So I went off and did my first business. And that was super, super, super helpful for me. That's so true. No one knew I was homeless. Wow, that's a great story, man. You have him shelter and support. That's one of the greatest gifts you can give. Universe got your back, Evan. Listen, I believe it, dude. I believe it. Like, I believe doing good things rewards itself. I mean, I didn't do that just so that I can tell. And you know, by the way, Jason is super cool with telling that story. Otherwise, I wouldn't say it. But I think doing good is good, you know, like I think it makes you feel good, and it's so awesome how many ways that's paid off, you know, like you never expect anything from it. I never asked Jason for, hey, you know, like you have to do this for me or I'm kicking you out, right? You know, like when love is a secret ingredient, man. When you love on people, you're gonna get so much back, and in so many unexpected ways that you never even thought about. So, yeah, I mean, it worked out super well. It was awesome to help him get back on his feet. A lot of times that's all people need. It's like, don't assume just because somebody is homeless that they've got drug problems, you know? It's crazy. Or that they've got massive mental issues, right? You know, do some of them have mental issues and drug problems? Sure, of course. But lots of successful people have mental issues and drug problems too. Right? Sometimes people just made the wrong choice, hung out with the wrong people, you know? So listen, I love what you're doing because it gives hope for people who are struggling to say, hey, maybe I can make it. Like maybe I don't have to stay stuck, and giving practical tips like how can you live out of your car, and also helps change the narrative over how we see homelessness, right? So when you can tie your what you're doing into something bigger like that, Henry, right? Like if you can actually feel what I'm saying, because I believe it, but if you believe it, or if you believe that I believe it, it brings so much more importance to the videos, right? Now you're not just making videos for yourself, you're making it to really, really help people. And when you can feel like what you're doing is helping people, even if it's only helping like 4 people, you don't have to worry about millions of subscribers, right? Just you feel like this is going to be a helpful video. Like if you watch this video when you first had to live out of your car, and all the stories that you probably told yourself of a worthiness of, oh my God, how did I end up here? Like, why am I living in my car? How much of a failure am I? Whatever the story that was in your head, that's going to change somebody's life, man. And at the end of the day, that's what makes a great entrepreneur. Is like you want to do stuff that changes people's lives and has a positive impact. So anyway, super pumped, man. Next, I want the next story to be Henry's. And next year when somebody comes on and says, hey, I'm homeless, I'm trying to figure things out, it's like, you know who you need to check out? Man, this guy named Henry. So awesome, so friendly, so nice. I show up to my live streams and, doubted himself to make content, and now he's making these amazing videos, and he got his mind right, he got his activities right, and he's doing it. What do you think of the Illuminati? I don't really think of Illuminati. I don't really, whether it's real, not real. I don't know. I don't spend time thinking about that stuff. Oh shoot, I should have picked that up. Yeah, I spend 0 time thinking about that stuff. Actually, I don't know if you know King Hall. Here's another inspiring story for you, man. I guess I got a lot of homeless stories in my career. William Hollis. So, his name now is William King Hollis, and when I first talked to him, he was homeless too. What is hitting me? Oh my God, where did that guy come from? So he was homeless, King Hollis, close to me. He was like in the neighboring city to where I am. Like I'm in Toronto, which is a big city. He was just one city over. I don't remember the exact circumstances, whether, like eating out of garbage cans or what, but pretty dire situation. And he wanted to be a motivational speaker. Where most people would be like, what? You're homeless, dude. How are you you're going to be motivating people? What are you talking about? You're homeless. Have you looked at yourself? Right? This is like what most people would say, as well as what we often will tell ourselves, right? But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And we did an Instagram live together. And I forget what he asked me. Just basic stuff. But he joined my Instagram live. I gave him some help. And like, okay, I'm cheering you on, man. Go do it. Go chase your dreams, man. Go. Make it happen. A little while later, he joins another one of my Instagram lives. This is why I love like the ongoing. It's great. Like I love, Henry, that you came and you said you were going to make videos, and then you made the videos. Like I love hearing the updates and the stories and seeing the progress. So a couple months later, he comes on to another one of my Instagram lives and say, oh, dude, how you doing, man? It's been a while. How'd you make out? How are the videos? And we did a video together. I offered him, like, hey, you want to be a speaker? This is part of it. Like, okay, give me your best speech on belief. Your best speech on belief. And let me see what it looks like. And it was pretty good. So we turned it into a video and put it on the channel. That was one of his first kind of bigger opportunities to be a speaker and have somebody, encourage him and believe in him and give him a shot. So fast forward, a couple months later, he comes on my IG Live again. Now he's moved. He's not in Canada anymore. He moved to the US. I forget where he's at. And I see that he wants to join in live. Like, oh, King Hollis, let's go. Let's see what he's got. And he was almost in tears. It was a super emotional IG Live. And he came on to say, hey, man, I just want to thank you because now I'm starting to live my dreams. I've got a home with a gated, like there's a fence around my home. and the amount of pride that he had his own home that had a fence on it. You know, it's like the little things that we might take for granted, but here he is, like a couple months ago was homeless, and now he's bought his own home that has a fence around it. You know, and so then he started doing more of his speaking and more of his speaking and more of his speaking, and he comes on a couple months later, and then he tells me that he got to speak with Les Brown, one of his heroes. And if you don't know Les Brown, I think young Les Brown's the greatest speaker of all time, so you should definitely check out some of his stuff. We've done some videos on him, and he got to speak with his hero, like on stage with his hero, you know, from the guy who was homeless, you know, eating out of garbage cans in Canada, to now being on stage with one of those heroes. And a couple months ago, he was on Impact Theory. If you guys don't know, Impact Theory, run by Tom Bilyeu, awesome show, showcasing different entrepreneurs and inspiring stories. And he was on there like, what? King Hollis, let's go. And he has one shout out in the video, in the interview. And listen, Tom's a friend. We just spent some time in Napa together. And Hollis goes, hey, like my man Evan Carmichael says, you got to believe. He's like, man, give me the shout out on Bilyeu's show. I love this guy. But this shows what's possible, right? I mean, this guy was eating out of garbage cans, small town, Canada, with a dream to be a motivational speaker. People think he's crazy. And then he goes to make a video on my channel. He starts speaking. He speaks with his idol, Les Brown. He's on Impact Theory where all of his heroes are being featured, right? Like, he made it happen. There's a lot of work and a lot of hustle, a lot of drive, and a lot of, you know, motivation, but he made it happen. He made it happen. He made it happen, you know? And just so many stories. He wasn't a drug addict, you know? He didn't have any mental problems. He just had some bad moments, bad luck. And sometimes you just need somebody to give you a shot. Anyway, so I guess there's a few inspiring homeless stories of entrepreneurs that I've connected with over the years. And anyway, I'd love for you to be the next one, Henry. Let's go. Show that it's possible. Make it happen, dude. Ashish, how did you come up with Evan Carmichael Gaming Channel, even though you have such a successful channel? I wanted to. So okay, let's back this up. So initially, I wanted to get gold at League of Legends, and I hired a coach, Manko, who was one of the best Teemo players in the world, which is the character that I played. And he told me that I need to play for a couple hours a day. Like, a couple hours a day. I don't want to make that commitment to playing games yet. But I said, you know what? What if I do it while I answer questions? What if I do it while I connect with people in my community? And then I started the stream. And then that's what started the channel. And then when my son launched his Minecraft server, which we're playing on right now, I switched it from League of Legends content to Minecraft. So I'm learning Minecraft and answering questions. And I like it, you know? Like, so here's the thing. The main channel is great. And it's so much fun. And it's having a huge impact, and I love it. And at the same time, there's so many comments and so much feedback, and it's unsustainable to keep track of everything, right? Like, I don't know everybody on the channel anymore. At the beginning, I knew everybody. I knew everything they were doing, and I kept track of the updates. And now it's just not possible. There's just too many people. So I thought, you know what? Let's start a gaming channel. Let's have some fun with it. Let's see what people's stories are. Smaller. I like building stuff, right? So let's start over. And you know, if it's just me and you, Ashish, who show up, and I'm helping you, or just me and Henry, and he's asking questions, and I get the updates on his life and his videos, and I get to follow Henry's journey, and he's giving me the updates every time I stream. It's like, that makes me feel good. You know, I'm doing this with my son to join his server. And I get to feel like I'm having an impact and touching one person's life. So that's the origin story. It's been a ton of fun. I wonder, you know what I need? I need the dark glass so I can see through here. But I don't have it here. I've got to go to the other. That's kind of a pain. But it's what we need to do. We'll have to come back and do that. Okay. Henry. Ha ha ha. Thank you, Evan. Count me in. You can definitely use my story. No shame here. And you helped me through that, through these lives on YouTube that you're making. Yeah, well, listen, now you got to do your part, Henry. You got to show up. You got to do the content. You got to make the videos, right? You got to speak your truth and share your story and walk people through. You know, if you're feeling shame or embarrassment or whatever, like, you got to walk people through it. You know, if you want it to be the next story, you got to earn that, right? And I know you can, and I know I'm not saying anything new to you, but hopefully giving you an extra little bit of push that you can do it, because other people have come before you and done it too, you know? So if you're serious about it, now you got to take that, you know, 2 videos over a week and turn them into something serious, right? Like, now we got to start making daily content. If you really want to make it, you really want to be that next success story. That's how you earn it, man. Not just earn it with me, but just earn it, period. By putting in the work, by getting better at your craft. Okay, here they all come, here they all come, here they all come. Okay, so we got that down. Now these skeletons are gonna go feed right into Nina. Look at that, we like that. Let's go. Hey, hey, we are doing things. Okay. Maybe what I'll do is just make a thing around it. I need to keep the light out of here. That's part of the problem. So maybe I'll just make a little light thing. Oh no, I closed it off, but I need to do the slabs. I didn't do the slabs. Ah, slabs. Okay, glad I remembered the slabs at least. To keep the spiders out, right? Okay, so this should be a slab. So I need to make some slabs. Oh, I think I already have some actually. Where's my thing? How to instantly feel joy? Okay, so there's 2 super fast ways. Way number 1 is put on music. You know, like if you're really feeling low and you put on music, something that makes you feel great, you'll feel better. You know? So Drew's unable to join tonight's stream, and my son is like, does that mean you can put on music? Like, yeah, let's go. Putting some music on tonight. Music is the fastest way to change your state. We mostly put on music for how we are feeling instead of music of how we want to feel. So that becomes the key. It's like make a playlist. You know, make a playlist of the music that makes you feel inspired, motivated, ready to go. You know, that you can, that is possible. There are songs that if it came on right now, you would have to get up and start to move. Right? Those are the songs you want to be putting on constantly for yourself. The second way is service. We all want to feel every day like the work we do matters. We all want to feel like we're waking up and today is going to matter to somebody. You know, that we're gonna make something that's gonna have an impact on somebody. All of us. That's what we all want. We all want to feel that. Henry, you know, is making his video about how to live in your car if you're homeless, right? He wants to feel like somebody's gonna watch that video and be impacted by it. That's gonna make a meaningful difference in their lives, right? All of us. That's all we all want. Every day, it's what we want. And the site. Let's give Nina this stuff. And so you can always find a way to serve. You know, it doesn't have to be some big thing. You don't have to be Mr. Beast and give away $1 million to somebody. It could just be encouraging somebody. It could be a kind word. It could be supporting somebody else here in the live chat. Like, you can always find a way to serve somebody. Is this not working? What's happening here? What is going on here? So service. How can you serve? 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 There's a great, so I'm reading Jay Shetty's book, Think Like a Monk. And one of the traditions that the monks have, which I didn't know about, which I thought was super cool, is wherever they go, they have to bring extra food. They bring extra food with them to give it away. So they're just expecting to see people who might need a meal. And so they leave the home expecting to give some food away today. I thought that's actually pretty cool. You know, like I should have something like that. I want to go give some food away. You know, just have it in the back of my mind that, hey, when I leave somewhere, I've got some food just in case somebody might need it. You never know. Okay, I need to break a hole through here. I didn't put the slabs in so the spiders don't spawn. Yeah, okay, here we go. We gotta make it happen, guys. Do not want to break this because we just built it, but that's what happens. Oh, these guys are gonna start attacking me too. Okay, I need to close that off. I'll close it off. Where's my tuft? There it is. Because spiders spawning will just clog everything up. There we go. Okay. Wow, this guy's got good aim. And a powerful bow. Come on, fall in there. Fall in there. You know you want to fall in there. Oleg, I'm worried about my current financial situation in my family. Parents really struggling with it. Normal, man. I mean, most couples, regardless of your age, or of their age, sorry, struggle financially. I think one of the best things you can do is figure your stuff out, right? Like, what are you gonna do? It's like put your own oxygen mask on before you can put somebody else's mask on, right? That's what they tell you on the airplanes. So put your own mask on. Figure your thing out. Figure your thing out. What are you gonna do? And by you doing your thing, it's great because the more you can tie in, like right now, it's not important enough to you, right? It's not important enough to you. It's not urgent enough to you that you change your situation. But the more you can get leverage on yourself like that, to say, no, I mean, I need to do this because I want to look after my family, you know, like they might need me. They need me. I'm doing this not just for me, I'm doing it for them, right? The more Henry can think about all the people who might need his video right now, like the more you can tie it to service and other people, that it's not just you, but it's people who you care about, right? Like your parents. Use that as your extra fuel and motivation to show up and to do it, to do the work that you're kind of doing, but you're slacking on, right? And not just you, you know, Oleg, but everybody. Your videos have been the most impactful over many subscribers I follow. It speaks right to my spirit. I love it, man. And listen, the more, like, continue to surround yourself with that. If it's me, I'm honored. I take that seriously. You know, it's a responsibility. I'll continue to do my best to be that person for you. And at the same time, you know, if you find other people, follow them too. Like the more that you're around it, the more you're going to feel like it's possible. The more you're around, there's a lot of people who aren't homeless, but who are homeless in spirit. You know, like they've already given up on their life. Where you want to be around the people who make you feel like things are possible. And so, me, awesome. I'm super grateful that I got to meet you, that you came and you said hi, and that we're hanging out here, and that you continue to show up. I mean, it means a lot to me. And you know, more, and others. The more that you're around it, it's going to shift your belief that it's possible. It's going to make you feel like it's possible for you, that you can do it. And a lot of times it's all you need. You get that belief. amazing things start to happen. That's why I think lack of belief is the world's number one problem. People just don't believe in themselves enough, and so they don't go do the thing that they can do. Because at the end of the day, all of your excuses are right? Like if you said, well, I can't because I'm homeless, and well, you're right, Statistically, you don't have good chances. And you don't let that be the thing that stops you. I've been juggling so many things in the past year: full-time work, family health problems, business. I want to start my own company, but my work pays so well, I just can't leave it. I'm actually at work right now, and I don't really enjoy it that much doing it because it pays really good, especially during COVID and people are losing jobs. I don't want to sound ungrateful. The one thing that's been impacted is my health. I end up working 14 hours every day, and I can't do heavy exercise. So you have two options here, man. And listen, talk about spectrums. We're talking to Henry here, who's homeless, and struggling to not live in his car anymore. And now you're here, struggling with hating your life, but you have a super high-paying job. So perspective really helps, right? That when you can lean in on gratitude, I think that can really help. You're in a super fortunate position compared to a lot of people in the world. Next, you don't have to stay stuck, man, right? This becomes a self-worth issue. This is a self-worth issue. Oh, I forgot to open up this thing. Let's go back and do it again. You think you're getting paid well now, and it's great. It's more than a lot of people, and it's nothing compared to what you're capable of making, dude. Right? It's nothing compared to what you're capable of making. But you're never gonna make what you're capable of making if you stay stuck doing the stuff you're doing right now. So one of the easiest ways to kind of get out of that funk is to imagine 10 more years of this. Imagine it's what day is today? August 2022. Imagine it's August 2020 and you're still there, and you still hate your life, and you're still doing all of this hard work, and your body is falling apart. If you're falling apart now, imagine what you're going to be in 10 years of the same thing, and use that as pressure to move you into action. And it doesn't mean you go and you quit your job today, right? That doesn't have to be the solution, but that you're making progress, that you're making steps, that you're moving towards. What does moving towards look like? So you're finding time every day to start working on, whether it's finding another job that is more satisfying to you, or starting your own business that you want to do. I'm not a big advocate that you have to go all in right away and it's the only way to succeed. I think there's lots of ways to win. But the consistent thing is action. So more important than just one big action is taking daily consistent action. So if it's a priority for you, when does it become a priority for you? It needs to, because if you're 10 more years, you're still stuck here, you will literally hate you will hate everything that you're doing. You will hate your life if you're still here in 10 more years. That cannot be an acceptable outcome. So how do you get to where you want to be from where you're at now? Daily consistent action. Wow, look at all the skeletons down there. That's some crazy stuff there. All right, we take it. Good job. Make sense? Henry, that's exactly what happened. Someone commented in one of my videos and said I was inspiration. I have pictures with your quotes because you push yourself like crazy, man. So your pics push me. I love it, man. Use it. And remember, I'm not perfect. I'm just a guy too, but I had to overcome. I was never homeless, so I'm grateful for that. But I was making $300 a month, trying to survive, get my business off the ground. Lots of self-doubt, lots of feelings like I can't do this. Who am I? And lots of struggles, man. I was a guy who broke my neck and still continued on with his tour because I thought it was important that I had to do it. Not just for my audience, but for me. I need to show myself that I'm capable of doing this, that I'm strong enough to do this, Mr. Beast is teaming up with Coinbase to give away 100K in Bitcoin. That's cool. But at the same time, it's go do your thing, man. It's awesome what Mr. Beast is doing. It great. I love it. Yes, epic. And what are you doing for your life, right? Like, don't hold off for winning 100K from Mr. Beast, right? Like, go build your thing. Because waiting on the lottery ticket is super low odds, right? This is what most people do, is like they hope and pray that something happens to them, right? But you doing things to improve yourself and start building your dreams, that's a sure thing, right? Like, it may not be a sure thing today, but that's a sure thing. Like, if you keep showing up for yourself every day and you work on something every day may not be great, but someday it's going to happen. Like, it will happen. So take the sure bet and go make it happen for yourself. You're a beast, man. You push yourself through a broken neck and face people and speak at the same time. Yeah, so listen, that was a combination of me just wanting to show myself that I could do it, because I don't like backing down from a challenge, or at least automatically giving up. Like, we're so much in the no business of like, I can't do it because we've just already counted ourselves out of things. I don't want to just count myself out of anything by default, right? And also, I thought it could be, like, I thought it was healing. I thought, like, I really believe that serving others is healing. What am I going to do? Like, lie at home on my bed all day long? Like, that's I would rather be talking and helping people, And I could still speak, if I couldn't talk, I couldn't do anything else, I could barely go to the bathroom by myself. I couldn't drive. I couldn't change myself. Like, I couldn't use anything except my voice. And luckily, that was a talent that I could do something with. And so I chose to do it, at least to see if I could, right? And I think that's it. Before you tell yourself that you suck and that you can't make it, how about we try? So I still can't believe I did it, So I get still like, wow, that's crazy. So when I'm looking at the 75 hard challenge now, people are like, oh, this is going to be really hard. It's like, yeah, it's going to be hard, and it is hard. And it's like, if I could do what I've done, this is not going to be that bad. Like, Henry, if you can navigate being homeless and living in your car and still making content, just imagine you can handle anything after this, dude. You're set for life. The adversities that hold most people back, it's got nothing on you. It's got nothing on you. You still have to show up. You still got to do your part. It's not going to be easy, right? But you get through this, you're going to get through anything, dude. Anything. How to get an entry-level job? Where did this guy come from? How to get an entry-level job? I guess it depends on the size of the company, but if you're looking at getting another kind of fast food job, or you're looking at some kind of big company, they're always posting. You just go to the website and see what they're posting. Just look at their website, see what they're posting. Look at the different job sites. See who's posting what. See what's interesting to you. Entry-level jobs are the easiest jobs to get. Just a little bit of work. Have you heard of the Amway Triangle program? What have you thought about it? I know Amway. I haven't done anything with Amway, and I don't know what the Amway Triangle project is. The biggest thing with any network marketing company, we're almost at time. The biggest thing with network marketing, man, 1 hour goes so fast. I'm not used to these 1 hour streams. Guys, you can come at 7 o'clock right on time next time, so we have more time. I spent the first 15 minutes just talking to myself. Come early so we can have a good conversation tomorrow. So the key thing with network marketing is that you actually use the thing. This is where so many people struggle. It's like you don't actually use the product or service. Like, if you would not recommend it to your mom, don't sign up for the company, Amway or any other company, right? Like, make sure you are actually using it and you have a story to tell and you would recommend it to your mom, right? If you can say yes to that, perfect. Then join it. Then at least look at it as an opportunity. If you can't, and you're thinking it just as a way to make money, get out immediately. Run away as fast as you can and go find something that you can connect with. Because the most important thing in business is that you love what you're doing. You love what you're selling. And if you're doing anything just to make money is important. But if that's the only reason you're doing it, you're going to lose every single time. Guys, 8 o'clock. I gotta go. Appreciate the love. I will see you back on tomorrow. Come at 7 p.m. Eastern. So it's 8 p.m. right now. So 1 hour before now. Tomorrow, I'm looking forward to the questions, the energy, the love, support. Henry, I want to see that video. Put it up live today. Appreciate you guys. Continue to believe. I'll see you tomorrow. Much love. Take care.